Peyton just say the temperatures can quickly become dangerous if you're outside for just even minutes. Tonight, Sedgwick County EMS responding to more calls as people are exposed to this bitter cold. New at 9, Brandon Stitz spent the day with EMS and shows us how they're handling these calls.
The brutal Arctic air is here, and for Sedgwick County EMS, that means their calls for cold exposure are on the rise.
The crews have responded to several medical calls, cold exposure calls specifically.
For Sedgwick County EMS District Chief Chad Moggins, there are things to consider when he goes on these calls.
Big things we need to worry about, are they cold and dry versus cold and wet? Because if they're cold and wet, then they can have hypothermia much faster, almost 5 times faster than cold and dry.
In these brutal conditions, for a person exposed, it can become dangerous fast.
We're talking minutes of exposure. They can start the hypothermia process and start getting cold and or frostbite.
And it's not just their patients. The crews on the ambulances have to be aware too.
They're out in the cold. Hopefully they have the clothing on necessary to be out in it, but it also is a danger for them as well.
Many people haven't seen this type of bitter cold in a long time.
I mean, 6 degrees is cold. I'm layered up in 3 layers of clothes. I'm still cold.
I've seen people that have gone to sleep and literally froze to death in this kind of weather.
So if you find yourself out in the elements, bundle up.
The windier that it's going to be, the colder it will be, the faster it will make you cold. Wear gloves, wear stocking cap, keep your ears covered, face as much as you can.
In Wichita, Brandon Stitz, 12 News.
Go outdoors this weekend, just make sure to dress in layers, cover your ears and hands, and be aware of any signs of frostbite.